Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video. And if I'm a little bit flustered, I had an insane stream tonight. We hit over 2,000 subscribers on Twitch, which is ridiculous for a channel my size. And I just want to shout out the channel, twitch.tv/Zeddy. We stream Arena there, we play ladder there. We do whatever, and it's a lot of fun. Our community is growing like crazy. We had 27,000 followers. And if you haven't checked out the stream, come hang out. I just want to shout it out because it's been such a good experience in my life right now. It's been great. So we stream around 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST every night other than Monday, Tuesdays. So come hang out if you haven't checked it out already. Anyways, today's topic, I want to go over basically something that I have been pressured a lot by multiple friends of mine. I'm going to shout out Cantaloupe or throw him under the bus. I don't know. I'm sure he doesn't mind, but he's a good friend of mine. He's a big Twitch streamer, good player, friend of mine. And he's like, keeps bugging me, like, can you please make a video on the game not working properly, being so buggy, just being frustrating? Because this whole, like, the Mercenaries pre-order just kind of put this over the top for a lot of people. He tweeted like I did, about how he doesn't really want to spend money on Mercenaries when the game that we've spent a lot of money on doesn't work. And it's been this way for a very long time, and it's only gotten worse. It's not gotten better, it's gotten worse. There are so many bugs, whether they be game breaking, like there's right now a wild bug where your Cthulhu can OTK someone with Maxima Blastinheimer if you buffed it once. And by the way, we caught Ixar trying out the bug, or maybe it's an imposter account. It might not be Ixar, but at least the narrative's funny, trying it out. But regardless, there's literally game-breaking bugs. There are countless bugs in the game, which we'll list a bunch of just to kind of bring home the point. But it's ruining the experience, and like they keep adding more stuff into the game to this client that's barely holding together. Like, what's gonna happen when Mercenaries go live? I'm terrified. But again, we've brought this topic up before, but I feel like Blizzard needs to be held to a higher standard here. They make millions of dollars off this game, an insane amount of revenue, and when people are spending that much money, they deserve a client that at least functions properly. And Criperion, the slightly well-known streamer Criperion, was recently interviewed by like Inman Global and was asked about what thing he would improve in the game. And well, here's his response. Crip was asked if you had the devs' ears, what would be one of the main suggestions they would have to make Hearthstone better? What do you think is missing right now? And Crip answers, it's hard to say what Hearthstone is missing. In terms of the development cycle, I feel there's not enough attention to maintaining the game, keeping it bug-free, keeping it bot-free. I think too much of the focus is on producing new content, which I think they do a very good job with. I actually have very few criticisms with that. Obviously, not all the content they produce turns out to be fun or balanced or whatever, but that's not a realistic expectation that a gamer can really have. But when I play Battlegrounds, I'm facing the same bugs on a regular basis. There's the Wi-Fi disconnected bug that I experience every 3 hours playing the game. There are performance issues with Battlegrounds. In terms of game mechanics, I think there's way too much damage done on the high end. I've been saying they should implement a damage cap for like a year and a half now, and I think they're actually going to go through with that. That was put into the game just recently. I think Ixar tweeted something about with a damage cap the other day, so this is a bit dated, but it's still relevant to today. So the new content that the Hearthstone pushes out is very good. I would like to see some more things going back over things, fixing bugs, performance issues, fixing some of the issues rather than just constantly moving forward. And that's what we've been seeing. And it keeps getting worse and worse and worse. I'm going to go through a list that I made. Just a list that I've made of bugs that I've encountered, that I see on a regular basis, that I've read about and all that. And it's pretty long. So I have seen the game crashing at the end of the game after a match. You can't usually, it's say victory or loss. It's blank and I have to restart the game. There's no way to get out of it. The friends list being buggy as hell, not being able to add people. It's going all around the place. Apparently finally fixed that up, but that took like a year to happen. The reconnect feature doesn't work. Right now, the reconnect feature, if you disconnect, just doesn't work. You have to restart your game. The game itself gets laggy. It can get very laggy, and you just have to restart your game. There's no way around it. It's not a computer issue. It's nothing like that. It just gets laggy, and you have to restart. The animations just time you out, screw you out of turns, because the animations take so long, can get laggy, congested, screw you over. There's times where like the quests don't work properly. It's like a weird transparent exclamation mark, and you have to restart because the game gets bugged out. It doesn't show the cards properly. We had Pandarin and Porter thrown into the game, missing body parts in a gem. It's a minor thing, but again, it's there. We have like bug mechanics in the game, like I said, with OTK, but other things in Battlegrounds where they literally had to ban a minion out of the game because it was bugged, and they said they playtested a bunch. It was a level 2 unit. It's just very odd that they didn't catch that. When you spectate someone, if they summon patches, it crashes the game. There's an achievement with Huffer that's been bugged since it was put in when they introduced Classic, that I remember it cost me, I summoned 4 Huffers and then I played an Animal Companion and reset it, and I lost it, and that achievement was really hard to accomplish, and I tweeted out about it, and Celestalon said they're aware of it. And then 5 months later, it happened to someone else, and the response that guy got was, they're aware of it. You're aware of it, fix it. Like, it's just like, it doesn't happen. I know it's an achievement, but still, it's quality of life. Stealer of Souls, you can play it in Wild. It's playable in Wild. You can discover banned cards in duels in Wild. You can discover them even though they're banned. Divine Shield bugs with like the Paladin weapon and the Legendary, where they would be transformed, but it would still buff in your hand. Units about, like I said, Battlegrounds crashed the game, and they have this new bug where every time you join in a Hearthstone, you have to authorize it to allow messages, which a lot of people don't do, and then they miss out on messages, and the list goes on and on and on. I know I'm scratching the surface, but there's so many performance issues that legitimately affect the quality of the game. And again, they make millions of dollars, and they're asking for more money with the mercenaries, a lot. And you know, the game itself is expensive with the mini set, with everything going on. The least we can get is what we pay for, and we're not really getting that. We're getting partial experience, and a frustrating one at that, and people legitimately lose games, they lose stuff over this, and that's not really cool. It's bad enough to lose to insane frustrating RNG, but when you add on top of that just little bugs that shouldn't be in the game, or if they are in the game, should be fixed quickly and not there and lingering for months and months and months, that's when it's a problem. And I understand they have limited resources. Apparently they have an open position for 4 different IT spots at Blizzard they can't fill because, well, I don't know if they don't pay enough or the work experience or whatever, but it seems to be not really on the people on the ground floor, like the devs and the people that work on the game. It's just there's not enough help to actually keep this thing at a proper level. So again, it's me kind of complaining to the higher ups at Blizzard or Activision, and well, you know how that's probably going to go, but I'm putting that out there. I'm calling them out for that, and I think it needs to get caught up sooner than later. It's very frustrating, and if you're asking goodwill from people to invest in mercenaries, spend their good money, the least you can do is give them what they've already spent their money on for the regular game. So let me know in the comments below how you feel about all this, if the game is working well enough for you, or are these features too frustrating, too much of an annoying experience when they literally break the game with like the Cthulhu Maxima thing and you're killed. It's not really that fun, and people are abusing it, and just everything else going on. I hate to be negative, which I apparently always am. What can you do? But regardless, I feel like it's just something that needs to be addressed, and well, who else is going to talk about it, at least on YouTube? At least Crip said it in the interview, so I appreciate that. So if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.